Hey there guys, Chet here. Look, do you ever feel like you spend your entire day just copying and pasting things over and over again? Moving information from an email to a spreadsheet or from a form on your website to your personal to-do list? It's boring, it's repetitive, and it's work that takes up all of your time and energy. What if you could build a little robot assistant that could do all of that work for you? And what if you could get started for free? Free? Get started for free? This is not science fiction. That is exactly what a powerful tool called n8n lets you do. Inside this video, I'm going to give you a complete beginner's tutorial on n8n. We're going to go from knowing nothing at all to building your very first useful automation in just a few short minutes. By the end of this video, you'll have the fundamental skills that you need to start automating all of the boring parts of your own work. And if you want to follow along with this tutorial, you will need an n8n account. I will leave the official link below to their website where you can get started for free. And if you want to host it yourself for even more power, my step-by-step video on how to do that is linked right below. So before we start building, let's quickly understand what n8n is. The simplest way, really, to explain it is that n8n is a visual automation tool. It gives you a screen like a digital whiteboard where you can connect all of your different apps together like they are Lego blocks. You can connect your email, your calendar, your social media, your spreadsheets, and hundreds of other online tools. It lets you create a set of instructions, which is called a workflow. Now, this workflow tells your apps exactly what to do and when to do it. So you do not have to do that boring manual work all by yourself anymore. To get started, the first thing that you need to do is to create an account. Now, you have two main options. The easiest way to begin is with the n8n Cloud. Now, this means you just sign up on their website and their team handles all of the technical stuff for you. They have different plans available, including paid plans if you become a heavy user, but they also offer a way to get started for free so that you can build and test your workflows, your first workflows. This is the option that I recommend for all beginners. This other option is to host it yourself. Now, this is where you get the powerful n8n software completely for free and run it on your own server. This gives you much more power and control, but it is a more advanced setup. For today, let's just stick with the simple cloud option. Go to their website using the link below and follow the simple steps to create your new account. Once you have created your account and logged in, you will see your main dashboard. It can look like a lot of information at first, so let's do a very quick tour. At the top of the screen, you will see an overview of your recent activity, like how many times your workflows have run successfully. And now you look there in the middle of the screen, that's where you will see a list of the workflows you create. The most important part to understand is the menu on the left side of your screen. The Overview tab is the main screen that you're looking at right now. Below that, you will see sections like Personal and Projects. Think of these just like folders on your computer. They are there to help you organize all of your different automation workflows. Now, further down the left menu, you will see some more advanced options. The Templates tab is very useful. It is a library of pre-built workflows that you can use as a starting point so that you do not have to build from scratch. Variables let you save important information like your company name or email address so that you can use it easily in many different workflows. And Insights gives you data and charts about your automations and how they're performing. For now, all we need to know is that this is where we will find our workflows. Okay, now let's get to the fun part and build your first workflow. In the top right corner of your dashboard, you will see a big button that says Create Workflow. Go ahead and click that. This will take you to a new blank screen. Now, this screen is called the canvas. It is where we will build our automation. Every automation needs a starting point. It needs something to tell it to start working. This is called a trigger. On the canvas, you will see a plus icon. Let's click that to add our first step. On the right side of the canvas, n8n will ask you what triggers this workflow. Now, you're going to see many options like running on a schedule or when a form is submitted. For our first workflow, we want it to run when something happens inside of another application. So let's choose the option that says On App Event. A new window will pop up with all of the different apps that n8n can connect to. This is where we choose our trigger. In the search box, let's type Gmail and then select the Gmail node. Now we have to tell n8n what event to listen for. For this tutorial, we'll choose the option called On Message Received. This means that our workflow will start every time a new email arrives in our inbox. Now, if you click on the On Message Received option, you will need to connect your Gmail account to n8n. you will see a credential drop down. Just follow the simple steps on the screen to give n8n permission to see your Gmail events. Now, once that is done, we have our trigger. Our workflow now knows when to start. Now, we need to tell our workflow what to do after a new email arrives. You will see a little plus icon right after your Gmail trigger node on the canvas. Let's click that to add our next step. Now, a new panel will open on the right side of the screen with the tile What Happens Next. We want to take an action in a different application. So let's click on the second option that says Action in an App. Now you will see a list of all the different applications that you can connect to. In the search box at the top, let's type Google Sheets and then select it from the list. Got it? Great. Now we have a Google Sheets node in our workflow, and now we need to tell it what specific action to perform. Under the Sheets within Documents action, we want to add a new row of information to our sheet every time the workflow runs. So let's choose the option called Append Rows. This brings up the main settings panel for our Google Sheets node. The first thing you need to do, just like with Gmail, is connect your Google account. You can select it from the credential drop-down menu. Once that is done, you will need to tell n8n which spreadsheet and which specific sheet inside of that file you want to add the data to. This first field you will see is called Document. This is where you choose the main Google Sheet file that you want to work with. Then just click on the drop-down menu and select the name of the spreadsheet that you have already prepared for this tutorial. After you have selected your main document file, a new field called Sheet will appear just below it. This is where you choose the specific tab inside of that spreadsheet that you want to add your new rows to. You with me so far? Let's keep going. Click on the drop-down for Sheet and select the correct one that you want to use. Great. Now that you have told n8n exactly which sheet to use, the final part of the setup is the most important concept in all of automation. It is called mapping the data. This is where n8n will show you the columns from your selected sheet, and you will connect the data from your Gmail trigger to each of those columns. You will simply see fields for your columns, and you can click into each one to select the piece of data from the Gmail trigger that you want to place there. For example, you would tell it to put the sender's email in one column and the subject line in another, and that is the complete process. So, now, you have a full workflow that does something very useful. Every time a new email arrives in your Gmail inbox, n8n will automatically take the sender's email address and the subject of that email and add it as a new row to your specific Google Sheet. You have just successfully automated the process of logging all of your new emails without any manual work. Ta-da! Now listen, once your data is mapped, you can test the workflow to make sure that it works correctly, and then the final step is to activate it using the switch at the top of the screen. Once it is active, your little robot assistant is live and working for you in the background. That feeling of seeing your first automation work is amazing, and believe me, this is just the very beginning. You can use these same skills to build much more powerful things from here. If you want to learn how to build the truly advanced workflows that can run an entire business, that is what I teach inside of my school community. We go way beyond the basics with full courses, workflow templates, and live calls to help you become an automation pro. If you are excited by what you just built and you want to learn more, the link is in the description. So today, you learned what n8n is, how to find your way around the dashboard, and most importantly, you built a real working automation that connects two of the most popular applications in the world. You now have the fundamental skill that you need to start automating all of that boring and repetitive stuff in your life and in your work. All right, that's the end of this video. I really hope that you found this tutorial helpful and that you feel empowered to go and build more amazing things. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.